Hi there! In this video, I will show you how to create an interactive video assignment with Feedback Fruit in Canvas. So you're going to create a new assignment. We'll call this assignment Test with Feedback Fruits. I have an assignment description. So this is an assignment. Basically, it's a preparation, a homework assignment before students come to the tutorial. They have to watch a micro lecture about moderation. Now, I'm not going to award any points for this assignment. Basically, this is just a homework assignment. And it's a complete incomplete, but I'm not going to count it towards the final grade. I will use an external tool. So normally you can choose between these different options. I'm going to choose an external tool, which I'm now going to find. And as you can see, there's many options for Feedback Fruits. I'm going to use Interactive Video by Feedback Fruits for this assignment. Select it. I will assign this to all the students in this course. And now I'm going to click Save. I will not click Save and Publish. I will do that after finalizing the assignment, but for now I'll just click Save. And I'm going to use Feedback Fruits now. The first time that you're going to use Feedback Fruits in Canvas, your permission is needed. So you click on Continue for permission. Feedback Fruits is requesting access, so it's requesting access to your account. You're going to authorize. And there you go. Now you can use Feedback Fruits in your Canvas environment. So for example, for the interactive video, and this actually applies to all the tools for Feedback Fruits, you can first watch an instruction video. But of course, this is already an instruction video, so let's just get started. So what you need to do is fill in the details and then click on Publish. So this is an instruction you will only see the first time that you're going to create an assignment with Feedback Fruits. I'm not going to ask for help, but the awesome thing about Feedback Fruits is that you can always chat with their support team. They're very fast in responses. So if you cannot figure out how to do it, definitely ask them a question. So the first thing that you need to do is choose a video. You can either choose a video from your computer or paste a link. What I'm going to do is use a link from a video that I used in another Canvas course. So I'm just going to paste the link to that video. I click on Submit, and it will now upload the video. This might take some time depending on the size of your video, of course. Now, you can see now that the video is uploaded. The first thing that I will do is click on Settings. And depending on what you want your students to do, and especially the size of your course and the structure of your course, you might want to separate annotations per group. So imagine I have a course with 3 groups, and these are 3 tutorial groups. So I want all the students to watch this video and answer the quiz questions that I'm going to add later to this video. However, I want them to only interact with the students in their own group, so they can see the answers from the students from their tutorial group, but not from any other group. If that's your choice, you're going to select this option. And as you can see, I already said I have 3 tutorial groups. So I'm going to click this. So you can see in every group I now have 1 student because this is a test account. Normally you would have more students per group. But students within this group can only see answers from students in group 1. So I'll click on Done. I'm going to allow students to post comments. I want this to be an interactive element in my course. So if they have some comments, I can use that as input for my tutorial meetings. And also they are allowed to post questions and they can see each other's answers to those questions. Again, only for their own group. Another thing that I can do is decide to indicate when students start and stop having access. So you could say, I want this video to be open throughout the course. Then you choose always open, never closes. You can also say, okay, I want this video to appear in the course in the second week of this course, okay, at 11 o'clock. And I actually want it to be closed after 2 days. So there's a specific time in which students can actually watch this video. Now, this does not mean that after closing the videos, students cannot watch the video anymore. They can still see the video, they can still see the questions that I'm going to add to the video and the answers to those questions. However, they cannot answer the questions themselves anymore. So this is, of course, a didactic choice. It's really up to you. What do you want to do? So for example, I want this to be a homework assignment as a preparation for the tutorial, which means I want them to answer certain questions before they actually attend the tutorial. And after that, I want this just to be learning material that they can review again. So that's why I choose this option. But of course, it depends really on what you want. What will be affected? Here you see an overview. This is very nice for you to review if you want to decide whether to open and close or keep it always open. Now, something else that you can set now is, first of all, an instruction. Now, I already added an instruction, right, in Canvas, but you could add an instruction here as well, maybe even with an attachment if necessary. I'm not going to do that right now. Another thing that you can add is a grading element. As I already told you, I'm not going to grade this video. It's not going to count towards the final grade for these students. However, you might think, okay, this is a specific assignment. I want them to answer these questions, and I want them to actually participate in this activity in my course, and it is going to count towards the grade in a certain way. Now you could say, for example, they should view the video. This is going to count as 50%. Answer all the questions is going to count for a certain percentage. And participate in the discussion is going to count as a certain percentage. So this will actually add to creating an interactive element in your course. So in a didactic perspective, this is a nice thing to add to your interactive video. Okay, what I will show you right now is how to actually create an interactive video. So we uploaded the video. I'm going to open it. And what you can do is you can add comments and questions to the video. So I'll start the video. You won't hear any sound right now. That's because I muted it. And you can see this is a video. I'm talking about moderation in this video. And there's certain parts, for example, at this point, where I want to test students' knowledge. So I'm going to click plus. I can either add a question or a discussion thread. So let's start with a question. I can choose a multiple choice question or an open question. Say I want to add a multiple choice question. This is the time where I'm going to add it. So this is also something you can prepare beforehand. You can watch the video and decide where you want to add questions. Just find the specific seconds, the point in seconds in your video, and then add the question. So for example, moderators, and then I'm going to add some answers. This is the correct answer. Influence the relationship between two variables, and then I can add another option, explain the relationship, etc., etc. I can add another option, option C. Of course, these are just some examples. Now, here you add some specific settings. Students are required to answer this question before continuing the video. So if you really want them to interact with the content and you want to foster knowledge transfer and really thinking about the content, then you would select this option. If it's a question with multiple correct answers, you would select this option. Now I'm going to publish this. So now you can see a little lock here, and that means that students cannot continue watching the video before they answer this question. Now say I want to add another question. I'm gonna enter an open question. So this is my question. And here I can enter the correct answer. So after answering the question, students will see this answer. Okay. Now again, I can set here that students are required to answer this question, and they can actually see the answers by their peers after answering. Publish this. Okay, so we're back to the video. In my other instruction video, you saw that I added 2 questions, and I did not add a question at the end. If you want your students to watch the full video, of course, you want to add a question to the end. So, for example, I'm going to add a discussion thread now. So here I could post a question or a statement and ask students to reflect on it, right? And I will publish this, and then students can reply to this comment. Now, this is actually not a mandatory element. So if you really want your students to watch the video until the end and actually participate in all elements, you could also choose to add another open-ended or multiple choice question in the end. Now that I'm done with adding questions and discussion points, I'm going to go back to the main menu. I click on Save. And now we can use this assignment for students. And this is what it looks like for students. They see the instruction. And also, because I set an opening time to the video, you can see that it's not available yet for students. They can also see that there will be 2 questions and 1 discussion thread. I'll open the video, click on play, and as you can see now, they can continue until the first time slot. And you see it says required in-video activity, but this is not available yet. Please wait until this video opens. After completing, the rest of the video will be available. Once the video has opened for students, it says now open. I open the video. So students can add comments and questions. So if they don't understand something, they open a discussion thread and write their comment here, and the teacher and other students can see this. Now, they continue to the first time slot. There is a question here. They have to select the answer. Say I'm gonna select the wrong answer, submit, and you can see here it's indicated that it is incorrect. Now I can continue. Students continue watching the remainder of the video. They get another question, and this is an open question, so they have to answer. And here it says it's a correct answer. So here it says this is the correct answer, this is their answer, and they have to rate their own answer to see if it's correct, almost correct, or wrong. So I say it's wrong. So my self-scored answer is wrong. I continue. And now I can watch the remainder of the video, and then there's a reflection question. So this is how you set up an interactive video assignment with Feedback Fruits in Canvas.